Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Washington Huskies offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The play action fake. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is just what you want. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss. Put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off play action on first down. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves. Throws on the Jets. Big
ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Evans. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Williams will pass. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Tate. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looking for room, it's Peoples. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grind out, flanked him on the jet sweep.
Really great job of awareness by the defense that time. They found the ball. They found the jet sweep. And how about the speed, being able to corral the ball carrier, get him down for a short gain.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Bought a little time, lets it go. The quick out. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Coleman. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. On target over the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Eldridge. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Boston. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This is a tough one, a 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Williams will pass. Got it behind the line. It's Evans. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And this one is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Hauls it in. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Donaldson. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Sayin. Right down the middle. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's got him this time. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They want to run this quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Inside the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Breaks the tackle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air, it's Sayin. Grabs it in the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Tate. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there, trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires complete on the crosser. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make it.
Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finds a spot in the middle.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Williams will pass. That's caught. It's Williams. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On the ground, it's Coleman. Sweet cut there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got a man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And, David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Tate. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll leave it with him. Oh, it's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Makes the grab. It's Boston.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a...
Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
The Huskies just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Smashes ahead. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Off the play fake on first down. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Williams looking for a man. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Running into the open space. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Easy completion on the shuffle. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The give on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He unleashes a long one. Snags it on the right. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Huskies! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Donaldson. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Rides the back on the option to give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on second and 11. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? The screen, he's got wheels. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They move on top here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An 84-yard drive there. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Williams looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The sure hands, it's Boston. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day. I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Williams will pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Makes the grab. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back.
Now, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Complete on the comeback. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. From the gun, the ground game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Williams looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game.